taking a major step forward to legalize adult use cannabis.
Legal recreational marijuana could arrive in Illinois as soon as New Year's Day. A bill with Governor Pritzker's backing was filed today. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Illinois would become the 11th state in the country to legalize marijuana for adults. But supporters say this plan includes a lot of things those other states don't. WCIA 3's Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell is live in Springfield with the latest for us tonight. So, Mark, this plan would make marijuana legal, but would not remove all of the consequences. Explain that for us.
Jessica, good evening. One example is that you still could lose your job if you fail a drug test testing positive for marijuana. Police could also arrest you if you had too much marijuana on you, or if you get caught driving impaired. Smoking in public would also remain outlawed. Still, lawmakers are far more focused on the good things they can do than the bad things you can't.
What we're presenting here is nothing short of historic.
Illinois could soon become the first state in the country to legalize marijuana through the State House instead of a ballot question.
10 states, including our neighbor Michigan, have legalized cannabis for adult use.
Those states provided Illinois some good ideas, and
in hindsight, a lot of states got it wrong.
Senate Democrat Heather Steans says her plan would include strict labeling laws to improve public safety around a product many people already use.
Too often we have unsafe products that are laced with rat poison and fentanyl. We hear about people dying from this.
House Democrat Cassidy says this idea will improve on lessons learned from the 2013 rollout of medical marijuana.
We need to ensure that it's not a small group of people getting very rich. We want to make a lot of new business leaders in this state through this process,
with a special focus on creating jobs and opportunity in minority communities, in part to repair the harms of history.
The nation's war on drugs discriminated against people of color.
Despite fairly equal usage rates, blacks are over 3.5 times more likely than whites to be arrested for cannabis. Today, we say no more.
If the bill becomes law, qualified minority-owned businesses could take part in a $20 million low-interest loan program. The law would also include forgiveness for minor cannabis violations.
There are some very controversial aspects.
House Speaker Michael Madigan said Monday forgiving teenagers who screwed up is one thing, but drug dealers entirely another. In a closed press event with college grad students, Madigan refused to say exactly where he stands.
I'm not taking any sides. I'm trying to learn the issue, and I'm trying to talk with people in terms of reconciling the differences.
This plan could look a lot different also depending on where you live across the entire state of Illinois. Cities and towns will have a lot of say. For example, they could ban the sale of cannabis in city limits outright, or they could allow it and add a local sales tax on top of the state tax. They could also establish a safe distance between a marijuana shop and a school or other sensitive locations. They cannot, however, stop you from growing up to 5 plants in your own home if lawmakers and the governor sign off on this by the end of session. Jessica?
Interesting. All right, Mark Maxwell live for us in Springfield tonight. Mark, thank you. Another part of this plan, a portion of the tax money would go toward law enforcement and mental health services.